So many people want to do it and it's not for everybody. So I want to tell you the 11 reasons why you shouldn't do it. Hey guys, my name is Shayla and I've been making videos every Wednesday since 2015. Videos about travel tips. Living on a one-way is about moving forward, about learning, about trying new things, about going for what you want to do. If you're into that, please subscribe, and if you like this video, please like the video. This Wednesday, I'm in my sister's new beautiful home in Minnesota. So this week, I want to tell you the 11 reasons why you should not travel full-time. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but so many people want to do it and it's amazing and wonderful. And obviously I've chosen it. And for me, the negatives are outweighed by the positives, but it's not for everybody. So I want to tell you the 11 reasons why you shouldn't do it. There's a huge difference between what you see on social media versus what you actually see. So behind the incredible shot of the girl in like the flowy dress at the top of the mountain, you don't see the sweaty, hot hike that you have to do that's humid, with your beautiful dress and your backpack. You have to change and try and find this spot. And then by the end of the photo, you don't even get to experience the incredible view because you've been trying to set up the shot so much. Every dream job has its parts, right? I want to do this and this is going to be amazing and I can't wait. I want to be a veterinarian. And then you realize that you have to stick your hand in I've seen this happen, a horse's butt to like feel the baby inside. My sister's a cop. She wants to help people, but she's also giving out tickets and making people not very happy. In the end, the positive outweighs the negative. So I love this job and I think it's incredible, but I'm going to tell you 11 reasons why it's not always great. These are in no particular order. I just wrote them down as they came into my head. You work a lot. And people think that when you're traveling full-time, you're not working because you're just out on a full-time vacation 24/7. Wrong. You are going to be in a cafe probably 40 hours a week, if not more, wherever you are, emailing brands, researching your next thing to do. So you get done working at the cafe and then you're gonna go down to the beach and work on some content so that you can post about how great it is living abroad. Behind the scenes is a lot of computer work and a lot of cafe time. Yeah, when you are off your computer, then you're now in Hawaii or you're in Nicaragua or you're in Thailand and you get to experience the culture there. Thing number 2 is a pretty obvious one, your family. You miss your family. Maybe you're in a different time zone now, so it's harder to like talk to them and call them. It's hard because you're trying to be respectful of their schedule, but you're trying to have a schedule. You're missing holidays, you're missing birthdays, you're missing baby B being born. I still sometimes cry about this and have nightmares about this and apologize to my sister a lot. She was in labor and this was just a choice. I chose to go to Puerto Rico instead of coming home while she was in labor. And now I didn't understand how important it was for me to be here. Going along with that, number 3 is just relationships in general. You become very low maintenance as far as I don't need makeup because I'm gonna sweat it off. I can't blow dry or straighten my hair because I don't have a converter for this country. But very high maintenance in a relationship. If you're always traveling, unless you meet someone on the road who can travel along with you, but even then, maybe you have different budgets, maybe you have different ideas of what you want to do. If they're comfortable with a long distance relationship, that's great. If they're not, this is going to be very difficult. Seth and I have done a lot of long distance, and then when we're together and traveling, you're together 24/7. You never leave that person. So the relationships for this gig are intense. Your partner has to be very, very comfortable in themselves and trust you a lot because you're always meeting new people and it's just whether or not communication is on to be able to handle it. I have a whole video about long distance relationships if you want to look at that. Number 4 is you're always planning. Remember the last vacation you went on? You had to look up flights, you had to find the good, wait for the deals maybe, the budget and how much it's gonna cost, all the things. And so when you're always moving and always going to new places, that's what you're always doing. You're always looking up flights, trying to figure out where you want to go next, where you're gonna stay, what you're gonna do when you get there. You afford these things, which leads to the next point. Number 5 is you're on a budget. If you're going on vacation, you're like, okay, I've got this nice chunk of change that I'm gonna use on flights and hotels and activities. When you're traveling full time, you're most likely on a budget. I went to Australia and I climbed the Sydney Bridge. $250. I was on vacation there. I was there for 2 weeks. So I was like, okay, this is part of my budget. If I was traveling full time and I was there, there's no way I would have paid $250. But if you're actually living in a place and getting to know the expats and getting to know the locals, sometimes you get to go on those activities for cheap or free. In Alaska, I worked in a restaurant and I went whitewater rafting for free because that's what The deal was if you were up there working seasonally. Number 6, you are always on guard. Don't want to drink too much for safety. You might be traveling solo. You don't have your friends around you. You don't have your comforts of like knowing the people or knowing the streets or knowing what's safe. I always drink bottled beer because I know how much alcohol is in there, and I know, and it's harder for people to get like drugs and stuff. Number 7, no souvenirs. If you're traveling to 10 countries, you do not have time to pack souvenirs unless they're like postcards. You can't get this cute teddy bear for your nephew or this really great art piece unless you're gonna mail it home because you're just not gonna carry it with you. I've been to so many countries and I don't have anything from them, and I'm totally fine with that. I've got memories and I've got stories and I've got photos, and that's great with me. I honestly, when I'm on a trip that's just one country, I'm like, because then I have to go buy souvenirs for everyone, and I just think it's kind of goofy because nobody understands them as much as you do. So you bring them home something that's super, you saw everywhere, and they're like, oh yeah, that's cool. I'm like, the other thing is, your stuff's just all over the place. A little bit at my dad's house, a couple random things here at my sister's house. There's something I need to pick up at Seth's dad's house. Stuff in Washington in the house. I've got stuff at Washington in the van. Just recently, I was looking for my Clairsonic to wash my face. Oh yeah, it's at my dad's house. I get here and I'm like, ugh, it's not here. I think it's in the van, back in Washington. And sure enough. Number 11 is structure. There's no structure. There's no structure. Some people love to wake up in the morning, turn on their coffee maker, get a cup of coffee, know it's gonna be delicious because they've already chosen the coffee, then walk out of their house that they own, get in their car that they own, drive to work where they know they have a job, know they're gonna get paid, and then come home, eat dinner, relax, and do it all over again. And some people are knocking that 9 to 5, being like, oh, well, I don't wanna be in the rat race. That's a very, you know that you're gonna get paid, you know that you're gonna like your coffee, you know that your bed's comfortable because you chose it, you know you're gonna have, and so it's not a bad thing to enjoy the structure. When you're on the road, you're always hustling and trying to find new sponsors, trying to figure out content. You're always working, and trying to bring money in instead of knowing it's going to be there if you just do your job. Which leads me to my last and final point. Number 11 is the differences in cultures and your norms. Like I said, you might be used to turning on your shower, having good water pressure, hot water. You're used to brushing your teeth, like no big deal. Putting toilet paper in the toilet and flushing it. When you go to other countries, you have different beds every night that you're sleeping in, maybe in hostels or hotels or people that you're staying with. Maybe they're comfortable, maybe they're not. Maybe you turn on the water and it's cold water. It's just dribbling, or it's like super low water pressure. Maybe you can't drink the water in the place, so you have to brush your teeth with a water bottle, put your water bottle. Maybe you're traveling in a van and you have to find somewhere to brush your teeth. The nearest grocery store is a mile walk away. In New Zealand and other countries, there's a switch on the outlet and you have to make sure that you press it on, otherwise your stuff's not gonna get charged. Maybe airports, it doesn't matter if the plane leaves on time. It might be 3 hours late, it might not, it might never come, whatever. Maybe there's not AC in the airport. There's so many things that are different that you have to be able to adapt, and you have to just have a good attitude about it. People will get really upset when these things are not what they're accustomed to. You have to be able to adapt and to just laugh it off and just know that that's all part of the experience. I love it, I think it's great, but there are definitely some things that you're giving up or things that you're missing. If you're willing to do all those things, great. If you're not, find the thing that you're willing to do all of those things for. Your passion is in travel, I don't care. I want you to really think about what your passion is and figure out how to do it and what you have to do to do that and what you have to give up to do that, because that's a huge part of it too. This is my little tidbit on the downsides of full-time traveling, and like I said, not complaining by any means. I'm just giving you a heads up on the reality behind that epic Instagram shot that you see. Hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, please subscribe, please like, and please comment and let me know what you think about it. Tell me your passion and some of the things that you have to give up to do it, because I would be super curious to hear that too. The bonus footage, we went to Leavenworth, Washington, and it is a Bavarian town in the middle of the mountains. We went for Oktoberfest and it was incredible, and so I'm gonna show you a couple clips of that. We're also gonna go back for Christmas. They do a light show. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all next Wednesday, and I'll show you all about the meetup with Amber. We're gonna stay in the Radisson Blue, and I'm so excited to meet a bunch of you. Thank you so much. I'll see some of you Sunday, and I'll see the rest of you all next Wednesday. Mwah. And I'm gonna do a super small plug. I am doing a meetup in Minnesota, October 28th. If you want more information about that, I'll put the link below. Come on.
It's Oktoberfest.
Ooh, let's go there. Seth and I got some food to combat all of this drinking, and I got a glass of wine at a Oktoberfest. What'd you get? Polish What'd you get?
Kielbasa.
Kielbasa.
Yeah, kielbasa. It was really good.
Polish kielbasa, and I just got a bratwurst, and mine was better.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. Oh wow, yeah.